Hey, good morning. It is February 17th, and I'm trying some new things this morning because I love to try new things. Welcome to Texas Counselors Creating Badass Businesses. I'm Dr. Kate Walker, and I'm going to be talking to you guys today about 5 ways to use your social media to market your practice. Now, here's the problem. I'm in Lampasas, Texas, and unfortunately, there have been some issues with the internet. So if I lose you, do not fret. I've got lots and lots of backup. I've got my handy little puck here. I've got my phone hotspot. I've got some backups, but just asked my students last night at Texas A&M University, Central Texas. It was interesting to say to the least. I was going in and out, which they're like, are you doing this on purpose? And I'm like, no, I'm not doing this on purpose. So I am so excited to be here. But if I lose you, I promise you I'll be right back. Let me take a second and make sure that I am live. And it looks like I think I am. I'm going to go ahead and say that I am. So we got lots of stuff going on today. First of all, you may have noticed that I haven't been saying hi to all the new members. That's because while I wasn't looking, we are up to 1,700 members of Texas Counselors Creating Badass Businesses. I'm so proud of you guys for finding your way here. Take a moment, go to the featured posts. We have mentors there who are willing to have virtual coffee with you for free. We have files in the file thing up here, you know, where it says files and you can click and media files. There's paperwork in there that you would pay for anywhere else. We have givers in this group. Every Wednesday, we post a lemonade stand so you can post your side hustle, CEs, courses, and all that stuff. But the other 6 days, you can ask questions. It's a safe place to get your practice in order, especially you graduate students and LPC associates and LPCs who aren't in private practice but thinking about private practice. This is not the time to make mistakes, right? You're too important to lose to messing up, going out of business, or going broke or burning out. Our hashtag is Counselors Don't Quit, hashtag Counselors for Life. So let's get into the topic. Welcome, new members. Welcome to all of you. I'm so happy that you're here. So proud of you for doing the right thing and leveling up your practice. We've got other things going on, but I'll talk about that in a second. I want to get to our topic today. So you get to look at the side of my face because I'm trying a new angle. I'm so excited about this. All right. So when you think about social media, there are lots of different platforms. I'm not going to get into all of that. We're going to talk about the ethics of social media marketing in the Step It Up group at 10 o'clock, immediately following this with the attorney and LPC, amazing person, double threat. I always think of if you're an attorney and a counselor, that's like being a surgeon and an astronaut. I don't know. It's 2 really hard things. And Blaine does a really good job of explaining difficult concepts in a way that makes sense to counselors. And he's going to talk to us about the ethical mistakes you can make using social media to market your practice. So if you're in the Step It Up group, or you are a 40-hour training participant or graduate from the Kate Walker Training, 40-hour LPC LMFT Supervisor Training, you can absolutely join us there at 10 a.m. I will post a link here that will give you a sale, 50% off. I don't want to be salesy during this thing, but I will post a link if you want to join the Step It Up group. All right, so let's take a look at Instagram. Instagram, I believe, it's better than Facebook. It's a way to get information out there quickly. It's a way to really show potential clients that you know what you're talking about. Remember, the goal of all of this, February is all about share the love. You want to make sure that Google knows you're an expert, right? We talked about that last week. You also want potential clients and referral sources to see you as the expert. So we call this positioning. You're positioning yourself in the market as the expert, as the go-to person, as the answer person that people would be comfortable sending their friends and family to get answers, to get resources. So Instagram is a great way for folks to follow you, unless you have your account set on private. If you do, well, then obviously you're not wanting to market. But So for people to follow you, it's simple, right? You kind of just open up the feed and you're like, oh, so-and-so's following me today. That's pretty cool. I like that. So I'm going to start with examples of folks who I think are doing this really, really, really well. So the first obvious way to use social media marketing for potential clients to turn them into actual clients is to provide information. And one of the folks, or two of the folks, I am fangirls of these people, of these fine ladies. One of them was my intern, and I'm going to brag about that till the day that I die. So, and their company is called Melanin and Mental Health. So, if you look at their Instagram feed, Melanin and Mental Health focuses on information for the BIPOC community and helping destigmatize mental health. So they do more than just inform. I mean, you can see the information. Their brand is so on point. They never ever stray from their brand colors, from their headshots, and their beautiful the way that they do things. I don't know, maybe they use Canva. Canva is a great place if you're looking for a platform to get creative and make these sorts of block things with images and information. But they're also decolonizing mental health. They're also putting out information that helps people of color understand how therapy can even be damaging, that even I like this one, telling people their fatigue, anxiety, and struggling health as a result of poor self-care without acknowledging the impact of systemic racism during a pandemic is gaslighting. So it's a specific type of information designed to target a particular community, to get them to pursue mental health care, to get them to look for a therapist. So I love how Melanin and Mental Health tackles the subject and how they present the information. And of course, they have their podcast. So using their format to try to help clients seek mental health care, they hit all the buttons as far as I'm concerned, all the check boxes. So this is their Instagram for their counseling practice. This is, but they each have their own individual counseling practice. But I just chose today to focus on their Melanin and Mental Health site because information. I'm going to feature Ajna therapy, and Ajna therapy. Let's get that out of the way. There we are. Is the amazing Jessica Eisman-Nakelban, and she has a large group practice, but I love seeing her information in my feed. So it's everything from showing people who have committed suicide because of mental health issues to just cozy pictures of fire. She features new therapists. I think that's a really great way to use and inform, to use Instagram to inform, to celebrate. But here's, I've got to show you one of my favorite ways that she uses Instagram is to show vulnerability, to get real, to show potential clients really, really who she is. And I love this post right here that shows her holding her little girl. And during, I guess her daughter was really distressed. And so permission, and she posted about that experience of making the decision to ask the client if she was okay if her daughter came in, and you can see her daughter just fell asleep on her lap. So these moments, I think, for potential clients, showing you how what therapy really is, the realness of it. Crystal Acosta does a really good job with this on her podcast, Through the Eyes of a Therapist. But that vulnerability, I think, is just something that Jessica does so well on her Instagram for her group practice, Ajna Therapy. So speaking of vulnerability, that can be something where you're targeting a particular audience. Now, True North family, Cheryl Butler, she does such an amazing job here of showing her with her boys, her husband, her two twins, and her son. I just think they're such a beautiful family. And her Instagram page is True North Families. And so her information, she's still providing information. She's still being vulnerable. She's showing her pictures, real pictures. She's teaching her kiddos how to sail. They're going off to these amazing exotic places as a family to build that bond, create memories for her family. But she posts these beautiful informational blocks about healthy families. Healthy families talk about hard things, create space every day to share with each other. And I'm sorry, I don't have my glasses on, highs and lows of your day. So she's targeting a specific client base, families, using and being vulnerable, using the photos and giving every one of us a peek into her life and her fabulous vacations. And I just think her family, Cheryl, your family is so beautiful. You have such a beautiful family. And I don't live in the Woodlands anymore, so I don't run into your husband at Starbucks anymore. So this, I get to follow you guys virtually on your Instagram page. So giving information, showing the real you, using your Instagram as a platform for social justice. Those are all wonderful ways to connect with clients. Now, I'm going to show you Fred Burrell's page, Relatability, because Fred actually does some cross-pollination here. So Fred uses his non-therapy business, Relatability, and he posts pictures of participants. So he does the experiential learning, the ropes courses, the archery, all kinds of things. And Fred's located in San Antonio, so he's actually able to use photos because these aren't counseling clients. So he shows team building photos, pictures of kiddos on tire swings. He put some information in here, lots of activities and things. So these are not clients. So he's not having to have that ethical dilemma of, do I get an ROI? And is this going to come back to bite me someday? So when he shows these pictures, it sends people to his webpage. And I don't have his webpage up, but there's a drop down that says counseling practice. If folks are interested and enjoy looking at his photos and think, okay, I connect with this person, they can easily get to his counseling practice, family counseling at San Antonio, Adventure Therapy. And so he's able to kind of use, I don't even want to call it a side hustle because I think they're really two thriving standalone businesses. So he uses the Instagram page of his side hustle, which pushes business to his counseling practice. Okay. So if you have that, if you have a side hustle and you're able to post those interesting pictures of the activities and things that you're involved in, I think that's a great way to use Instagram. I know that's what I've done in the past with the 40-hour training. Back when I used to do it live, I would post pictures of the participants. We take like a really nice group photo and there they are. And so that's a nice way to cross-pollinate and push folks to your therapy practice. All right, so that's 1, 2, 3. I think I'm at 5, but I'm not sure. So I'm going to show you one more because I've lost count. And of course, it's mine. So I'm going to show you mine. So my Instagram is focused on building an email list. Now, this is a little bit tricky for practices, for counseling practices who, if you have email, you better have a HIPAA compliant email. So the way I use email in my private practice is it's my part of my HIPAA compliant scheduling software. And so when I push out emails, 2 weeks after the last session, 6 months after the last session, a year after the last session, I'm able to push emails out to folks who I've seen already. If you have a different way of doing it, if somehow you're collecting emails and you're able to market to those folks using your HIPAA compliant email, and I know potential clients aren't clients, but it's still that crossover when they become your client, because you're amazing and I know they will become your client, you're going to have a way to communicate with them that is HIPAA compliant. So there's no need in having 2 emails. So all of that to say, I use my Instagram to gather emails. This is for my Kate Walker training. I don't really use this for my practice, but I wanted to mention it because we didn't really talk about the link in the bio. If you're new to Instagram and you see people mentioning the link in the bio, click the link in the bio. That's this right here. This, I use a tiny URL. So when they click that, folks can go to my opt-in to get the essential guide for self-employed mental health professionals and supervisees. You click, you get the guide, and so much more. So that's part of how I use Instagram with that link in bio. Now, I've done other things in the past. I used something called Linktree in my bio that showed people how to find my trainings. It showed people how to make appointments. So there are lots of different things that you can add to your bio. But the key is, the kicker is, don't make it complicated. So back to me. All right. So that's it. We talked today about 5 ways to use social media. In particular, we focused on Instagram today just because I think it's one of the ones that's a lot of people are using. We didn't talk about Reels. We didn't talk about, well, there's a lot we didn't talk about. So the ethics of social media marketing, that's still a thing. You still need to be aware and be ethical and make sure that you're using things in the right way and protecting information and all the things. So again, we're going to talk about that at 10 a.m. with Blaine Hummel in the Step It Up Facebook group. Also, if you're a Step It Up member or 40-hour training person or graduate, you got the link in the mail this morning to join via Zoom. So I hope to see everybody there. I'm going to post some links here. Please don't forget to post questions and comments, right? When you post your questions and comments, I don't always get a chance to answer those during the training. Well, during this, but I definitely will go back through and answer it later. So remember, if you're going to use social media, show how amazing you are so potential clients can find you, connect with you easily, and become your actual clients. So have a wonderful day. I'm Dr. Kate Walker. Thank you for joining me in Texas Counselors Creating Badass Businesses.